Hi, I am Charmaine, and our group was assigned to Europe, and we will now discuss our chosen winning company. Nestle is one of the oldest companies in the world and considered to be one of the world's largest foods and beverage company. Its main headquarters is located in Vevey, Switzerland, Europe. Nestle owns 2,000 well-known brands and is currently present in more than 187 countries. Nestle has 403 factories in 84 countries and has around 291,000 employees worldwide. Nestle products range from baby foods, drinks, coffee, cereals, dairy, chocolate, bottled water, food service, ice cream, including healthcare nutrition, and pet care. Some of its global brands, as you can see, includes Nescafe, Maggi, Purina, and many others. This report aims to show and present how Nestle, a company with a long history, is able to manage to remain one of the most successful companies up to this date.
Hello, my name is Sri Baral. Today I'm going to talk about the role of geography in a business. So, does it matter to a business what countries the country is bordered to? The answer is yes. Better connectivity to other countries means greater possibility to expand. So let's talk about Nestle, which is a Swiss firm. Switzerland is a landlocked country, which means obviously it does not have advantages of sea. However, it is connected to four giant economies of Europe: France, Italy, Germany, and Austria. So this means greater possibilities of expansion in Europe. Plus, it is a part of European Free Trade Area, which means it has connections with countries like Iceland and Norway. Moreover, it was a part of European Economic Area until 1992 and the EU until 2016. This means Switzerland was quite well connected to many neighboring European countries. Also, United Kingdom was also a part of European Union at that time. The point here is that Nestle expanded globally within Europe for now because of the central location of Switzerland and because of the fact that Switzerland was a part of Europe. And obviously the countries, United Kingdom, Germany, France, they have connections, they have good networks to other big countries of the world: Japan, Australia, Canada, US. And this is what Nestle leveraged on. This is what Nestle took advantage of and expanded all over the world. The air networks, transportation, the political connections, uh, everything is interrelated. So the overall point here is that Nestle is a business trying to sell milk and milk products, and it was able to sell internationally because of its location in Europe. Because it was a part of Europe, it became a part of EEA, EFTA, and the EU. And because of this political involvement, uh, Nestle was also able to expand in international territories. The point here is geography plays a very important role in the success of a business. Thank you.
As one of the biggest companies in the world, Nestle is not only known as the diverse product lines, but also its organizational culture in terms of the strong social responsibility, the diverse culture, and the gender balance. First, let's talk about the social responsibility. There are many programs that Nestle launched to support the global issues. First is the Global Health and Well-being Program. This is a program to encourage the kids around the world to eat nutritious food and get active by creating new and better products. Second one is Clean Water and Sanitation Program. It is a program about reducing the waste, reusing water, and working with the others to protect water at the community level. Nestle also provides youth with skills and education, offering help to young business owners and to make the agriculture a more blooming sector for the young people. Also, they launched a tailor-made program for small and medium-sized business, focusing on the prevention of bribery and corruption based on the international standard. Second one is the cultural diversity. Nestle has 291,000 employees around the world, representing 177 different nationalities. The diversity of Nestle is reflected both in their people and in the thousands of products that they sell around the world in 187 markets. The cultural diversity helps Nestle to tailor to the local preferences of their diverse consumer bases and also make Nestle more in tune with the different social trends in different countries. The third one is the gender balance. Today, there are 43% of the senior executive positions are held by women in Nestle, which is a very impressive number because on average, there are only 14.2% of the senior executive positions are held by women in a normal company. And their goal is to increase the number of women in the top 20 senior executive positions by 2022. Also, Nestle has launched a new Nestle Global Maternity Protection Policy, granting all women employees a minimum of 14 weeks paid maternity leave.
Now we'll take a look at how Nestle successfully penetrates the market. From a business perspective, penetration of a market depends on sales volume. Therefore, the higher the sales volume of a product, the greater the market penetration. In order to achieve greater sales volume where products are already being sold, Nestle utilizes market penetration strategies. These strategies include reducing prices, advertising, getting better store or shelf positions for their products, and developing innovative distribution tactics. In terms of product differentiation, Nestle differentiates its products using brand name and quality. Nestle currently has over 2,000 brands with a wide range of products across a number of markets. The success of a company is ensuring that they have a large market share fueled by diverse and competitive enough goods to ensure consumer loyalty. Nestle has a global market share of over 15%, competing with manufacturers worldwide. According to the most recent report put out by Nestle, dating back to June, the company has achieved a 3.5% organic growth and a pricing increase of 0.6%. The company also achieved a 1.2% increase in total revenue, totaling sales to a whopping 92.6 billion US dollars. The company also achieved an operating margin of 16.4% and increased its earning per share by 11.1%. Nestle's share price currently stands at $108 US dollars and 8 cents, which is an increase of roughly 0.17%. In terms of innovation and expansion, in 1986, Nestle established Nespresso. Similarly, in 1984, Nestle launched a drink called Nestle Quick, which was later sold as Nesquik. In the beginning, in 1866, Nestle only sold condensed milk. Later, in 1867, Nestle began developing different types of innovative products such as Lacti, which is a flour and milk. In the 1920s, Nestle bought Peter Collier, Switzerland's oldest chocolate factory.
Hi all, so this is Srini here. So I'll be talking about the strengths of Nestle. So the global presence across the globe is one key strength. Their brand name and value, the relationship that they have with the retailers, the R&D team and the large research center they have, the wide varieties that they cater and the large scale of manufacturing that they have. So these are the main strengths. So talking about a few in specific, so I would just pick out the key strengths of Nestle, which is their large scale of manufacturing. As we know, they are present globally at over 200 countries and they have a lot of manufacturing scope and they are still increasing. So they have high scope of scalability, and with the number of manufacturing plants that they have, they can cater a wide audience as well as they can manufacture a wide variety of products. So call any product, name any product, they've got everything in their brand. And a large dedicated R&D team is another key strength that I consider, which is because they have got a good team which is capable in another manufacturing of another product in a short span, and also coming up with a competing product with the other brands. So I would also like to discuss about the opportunities of Nestle as a part of SWOT analysis. So I see a gradual growth of Nestle from just a food and beverages industry company to now to a nutrition brand, which is a quite a transition. So with all the strengths that we have discussed previously, they have all potential for them and opportunity for a massive growth. So with current introduction of e-commerce, they are into it, which is giving them a significant growth as an opportunity, which I see. And also they are specifically targeting a few markets in Asia, which is giving them a significant growth. With their robust supply chain, I see they will have further expansion of the company's business in various parts of countries where they can't establish a company too. So that part is something to look out for. And their recent partnerships with quite a few brands like Coca-Cola and Swiss Food, they have a lot of opportunities for growth. So they have positioned themselves as a global leader, and they can leverage all of these positives for their growth in a positive way. Thank you.
A company also has its own weaknesses. One of the main weaknesses of Nestle is that it has been involved in numerous controversies as shown in the slide. As a result, it has greatly affected their image and reputation, and the company has been a target of many boycotts in the past. Moving on to threats and challenges. The food and beverage industry is one of the industries that has saturated market. In order to maintain competitive advantage, Nestle always needs to be flexible, innovative, and ever-evolving. There has also been an increase of the number of people being more health conscious and seeking greener alternatives. Looking at Nestle brands, most of them contain high sugar and calories. With these, Nestle needs to create and or recreate their products in order to meet their consumers' expectations and demands. The current COVID pandemic also poses as a challenge. Lastly, it is also important to look at the rise of startups. With the continuous development of e-commerce and rise of social media, startups and entrepreneurs have the advantage of easily accessing the markets. There is no doubt that entering the industry will still require a lot of efforts and research. However, the barrier is starting to loosen. Thank you.
We can conclude that Nestle's performance is nothing less than impeccable. Increasing product depth and expansion of plant and equipment, and simply generating more sales revenue and profits is nothing but exceptional. Being the leading company in the manufacturing industry, controlling a large percentage of the market share, we can conclude that based on its recent performance, Nestle will continue to grow and dominate the market.